All right. Hot Mamacita sent me to Boulder today. Got to go to the PetSmart, grab some cat food and some supplies. So I'm out on errands, so nothing better than, there's not a better excuse to drive up Flagstaff than heading on errands to PetSmart in Boulder. What a lucky me. All right, we're passing Chautauqua, Colorado Chautauqua right here. This is Chautauqua Park. Beautiful open space, lots of people. Be careful driving through here, people. We are just tooling around on a beautiful Sunday, late February in Colorado. Lots of people out hiking and enjoying the Chautauqua Park. It's beautiful. It is 56 degrees down here at the bottom of Flagstaff Road, top of Baseline Road, just above CU, the University of Colorado, and what they call the Hill. We are just passing Colorado Chautauqua Park and heading up Flagstaff Drive, Flagstaff Road. This is Gregory Canyon right up here. This is a great ride on a bicycle. It is my favorite ride on a bicycle. One of my all-time favorites ever. From Gregory Canyon right up here where this intersection is on the left, it's roughly 3 miles, and don't quote me on this, but about 1,500 feet. And you find yourself at a nice little turnaround. You can do Super Flag, which is further up, but to be quite honest, that's wicked steep, and I've never really enjoyed it going up or down. It's always just a little too risky and really sandy on the steep, fast part. Anyway, here we go. It hits you right away. This part starts in 8, 10, just up here around these bends. It's going to hit 12% grade. On a bike, this is where you start questioning your life choices. But it's well worth it. And again, we're doing 25 miles an hour right now. It is a beautiful Sunday. This is a scenic drive. I hope you're enjoying this. Boulder Valley's opening up down there on the right. This part of the road washed out in the floods several years ago. Got papers blowing in the wind. Let's get rid of that. Got the windows open. It's a bit brisk. Oh, we're down to 55 degrees. There's the cyclist. This is the steep part. It just kicks you right here, and it lasts, I don't know, quarter mile or so. It's fun though. This is a great windy road. We're just going to take our time today and enjoy a beautiful Colorado February day. This is, we don't get these all the time, so you got to take care to enjoy these. It was -9 3 days ago. 3 days ago when we woke up and had coffee at -9. That was miserable. There we go. We got a clearing. Jump past here. That was a whopping 25 miles an hour, but those guys are doing fine. Let them ride as a group. They're not holding anybody up. All right, we're just going to cruise. We're going to enjoy this curvy road. That's what makes this ride so fun, is it just keeps turning, so you're never seeing that far ahead to really get bored. It's always like something new coming at you. Flagstaff House here, fine dining restaurant. Culinary delights down there on the right, looking down into the valley above Boulder Canyon. Up above this wooden fence, this little parking lot's a great area. I don't know if it's open right now. I think, it says area closed, but that's the Boulder Star. So in the holidays, October, Thanksgiving-ish through the New Year, they light a giant star on Flagstaff Hill right there, Flagstaff Mountain, and it's just a Boulder tradition. It's really, really pretty. You used to be able to hike up there, and we did it with our family and waited for the lights to turn on as it turned to dusk, and they came on. Oh, caution, hula hoopers crossing the road, apparently. Love you, Boulder. That's awesome. And then once you get to here, this is pretty easy. It's not as steep anymore. It's just fun at this point. But again, we're just cruising. We're barely doing over 20 miles an hour and enjoying our ride. Gregory Canyon up there ahead. It's a little brisk, down to 51 degrees. Got the windows down, got the sunroof open. You can see sky. Hopefully you can see that great view. So that's Gregory. No, we're not quite to Gregory Canyon yet. A little bit away from it. This switchback is amazing. Look how steep this is. It's short. Look at that inside track on the white line. Look at that. Look at that kick. There's Boulder. University of Colorado with all the tile roofs. Enjoying our day driving up. We're not even doing 20 miles an hour on that corner. Take your time, have fun. There are too many people out here enjoying this. This is right on the mountain intersection with Boulder. I mean, it's literally Boulder's, the University of Colorado is just at the bottom of this hill. Lots of people. There are a lot of tourists. There are dogs. We have hikers. We have bikers. We have bouldering, rock climbing, people riding bicycles. Mountain bikes are riding up and down this. Road bikes are riding up and down this. There's just too many things going on to be crazy on this road in a car. Take your time. Just enjoy the day. There's other places to go, and open up your cars out in the middle of nowhere where you're only going to hurt yourself. If you want to go really fast on this, get a bicycle, go down it at your own rate of speed, and that way if things go bad and someone's going to get hurt, most likely it's just going to be you on a bike. But be safe. On a car, take your time. There's too much going on up here you got to pay attention to. I love the way this exhaust sounds on the Volvo. This is the V70 2002 Volvo V70 2.4 Turbo, affectionately known as the Prancing Moose edition in our house. It is not an R, it just has an IPD cat back. I think it's a 3-inch ovalized tube exhaust. I love the way it sounds. Again, it's not an R, but it just has a little bit of a growl to it. It's a fun little car. It just get ups and goes. I think we're at like 235,000 miles on this car now, and it's still my favorite car to drive. I love this car. One more of these big switchbacks. This one's not as steep, but it does kick. The funny thing about the exhaust is took it over to my dad's. He loved the way it sounded. It's got that baby Viper sound of the 5-cylinder engine. My dad loved it. And then he made a comment to me. He goes, "Yeah, that's too bad your gas mileage is going to go down." And I chimed back, "Yeah, but it's supposed to be more efficient with the 3-inch ovalized pipe. So that efficiency can be power or better efficiency of mileage." And my dad goes, "Well, that's true, but gas mileage is going to go down because you like the way it sounds, and you're always going to have your foot in it." And I would have to admit that he was not wrong on that. Plenty of space here. There we go. But while the gas mileage may have gone down a little bit, it's unmeasurable how much more fun it is to drive hearing that exhaust. Hopefully you can hear it. A little bit of wind noise today with the windows open and the sunroof open, but it is beautiful. It's February in Colorado. I can't believe I'm doing this at 56 degrees. It's telling me outside, nice and sunny right here. This part opens up and it opens up a little bit more. So this is like the only real long straightaways of the entire ride up here to the turnaround point. Just around these corners, the last little S curves here. It's going to open up. It gets a little boring. I love this drive. This is fun. I hope you have wherever you live, I hope you have somewhere to drive. Again, this is 3 miles. 3 miles up, 3 miles down, 6 miles, you're done. It's a beautiful drive to enjoy at any speed. I'm doing 25 miles an hour right now, and I love this drive. I hope you have something like this you can get out and drive. I doubt it climbs 1,500 feet in 3 miles. It's not really that steep. But I hope you have somewhere to drive along a river, somewhere it's just windy, twisty. Get out and tool around and enjoy a sunny drive on a nice day in February. It's still 55 degrees outside. Unreal. This is our turnaround right here. We're going to pull in this little parking lot and turn around. Super flags up ahead, but again, that isn't that fun. Alright, we're just going to tool our way down. In the summertime, that gate opens up and you can drive all the way out to the, I don't know if it's Boy Scout Pavilion or something. There's a pavilion out there, no camping. But there's a nice little overlook, parking lot, covered pavilions for picnics, that kind of stuff. And that's where the actual flag is. I think the Boy Scouts put an American flag there every year when that opens up in the summer. But I'll come back up there. I'll bring Hot Mama Sita out there. Shh, don't tell her. It'll be a surprise. Oh, I hope you can look out there and see Boulder. It's absolutely stunning. Tooling our way down, just enjoying the day. Again, this hiking trail, the Flagstaff hiking trail, I think it starts from Boulder Creek, somewhere near Ebon-G. Fine Park, at the top of the Boulder Creek path in Boulder, just before the Boulder Creek path enters Boulder Canyon. Somewhere down there is a turnoff or a little single track trail, and I believe you can hike all the way to the flagpole on Flagstaff Mountain, and then that intersect, you just go to the City of Boulder Open Spaces trail map. Grab that trail map. We're going to stay off the brakes. We're just going to let the engine do the work. Grab that trail map, and you can connect everywhere. There's an amazing trail network, kind of based, tons of little chutes coming out of Boulder, but all of them kind of seem to intersect in Chautauqua Park. Oop, dropped into 1 right there. Don't want to go that slow. Let's kick it back to 3. There we go. There we go. We're cruising. So, I don't know if you noticed my fear right there when I did that little shift. About 5 years ago, I think it was February, March, I drove my sister in this car up this hill. Just a little drive in the foothills. She's visiting from Texas. And we actually did super flag. Went all the way to the summit, all the way out to Gross Reservoir. Or we were going to go all the way out to Gross Reservoir. And unfortunately, we fried the transmission in this car. The transmission had been giving us some issues. We hit the brakes here. So down, off the brakes. And transmission just went into limp mode. We pulled over. You could just smell it. It was just kind of frying itself. Not really sure what's happening here. Hopefully they're not having transmission issues, but it looks like somebody's... Oh, they have a flat tire. They'll be fine. There's trucks and people to help them. They can still connect with cell towers. We're literally a couple miles out of Boulder. Anyway, back to the story. Fried the transmission. This transmission in this car was replaced. It was literally a $3,500 car purchased off Craigslist. And we were hoping the transmission would make it. It did not make it. Made it 2 years. Actually, transmission went out 6 years ago. So we made it 2 years on this the original transmission. Had some flare in it. It's really common in these P2 Volvos, especially if the original owners didn't take care of it and flush the transmission fluid. So obviously that didn't happen on this one. We did replace it on a $3,500 car. It was a $5,000 investment. And I'm going to be honest, most people didn't do it. I'm going to be honest, I'm super glad that we did. I love this car. Since then, it's had regular maintenance changes of the transmission fluid. Matter of fact, it's coming up on one. I think it's had about 35,000 miles on this transmission fluid. I'll take it back to the Volvo experts at Dynamic Imports in Longmont, Ty and the gang at Dynamic Imports, and have them flush this transmission fluid because I want to keep this thing forever. I love this car. Most of the P2 Volvos, when the transmissions flared in this generation, this early 2000s, they were not repaired. They became parts cars. So yeah, it's rare to find one that has a replaced transmission in it. This is one, and I'm so glad I did it. Oh man, look at the campus. Wow, it's so pretty. Got a Ford Bronco all over our butt. I'm literally doing 25 miles an hour. I'm not going any faster. It's a February Sunday cruise at 55 degrees in Boulder, Colorado. I still can't believe I'm doing this. Windows down, sunroof open. Did throw in the vest though. It's a bit chilly with the wind coming in the car. I love this drive. It's still doing 20. We're under 25. Tooling around. Don't hurt anybody. Come out, visit, drive this. It's spectacular. There's plenty of places to pull over and get a view, take photos with the family. But take your time. Too many people up here enjoying this. Don't want to hurt anybody and ruin your vacation. Yeah, the star's still strung up there. I can see it. You just can't walk in anymore. This is coming into the steep sections again. I'm gonna drop it into low. I think it'll drop into 2. There's a guy on a bike. It looks like we're catching him, but I would be willing to wager that he is gonna leave us behind on his way down. He's even on knobby tires on a mountain bike. He's still gonna leave us behind. Just let it sit in 2. Just tool our way down here. Oh, that view is stunning. Again, I'm doing less than 25 miles an hour. Oh wow, he's actually riding really calm. We're gonna catch up with him. I can't believe it. I'm not gonna pass him. I am not in a hurry. What a day. Sunroof's open in February in Colorado, above Boulder on Flagstaff Mountain. Unreal. And there's Gregory Canyon. Literally 6 miles. Round trip from that intersection. 1,500 vertical feet, roughly. Don't quote me on that. This is Chautauqua Park up there on the right. Spectacular hiking, rock climbing. The Flatirons are accessed right there. All kinds of people rock climbing. It's really rugged hiking in there. There's open meadows and then it gets really rugged steps and stones and boulders. There's an arch back in there, Royal Arch I think it's called. There's a cave if you go all the way to In-Car, or U-Car now. There's a cave called Mallory's Cave on one of those trails. It's just neat little places to hang out. I'm not going fast. Chances are someone's gonna open up a car door, a dog's gonna run out. There's horses in here sometimes. We're just gonna follow this guy. We're gonna pull into Chautauqua, Colorado Chautauqua. Up here, and I'll show you the historic Colorado Chautauqua grounds. It's kind of a cool place. That's probably the slowest bicycle I've ever seen come down Flagstaff Road. No offense, but that is... Oh, sorry, my fault. I better pay attention. That was rude. My fault. All right, pulling in Chautauqua Park. This is the Colorado Chautauqua. You can park here. Good luck getting a parking spot here, though. In the summertime, no chance. You can rent units in these little houses. I think they're privately owned, but they have like some sort of management company that you can check. They have a central check-in and groundskeeping, maintenance, all that kind of housekeeping. But right up here at the historic dining hall, spectacular dining. If you go in here, they do. I was in there in, I think it's seasonal. I think it's in the fall, October, November-ish. We were in there a couple years ago, and we just stopped in for an Americanos, and they made apple cider donuts that were spectacular. The actual Colorado Chautauqua Theater is up there on the right. It's a historic building, looks just like that playhouse that we just passed, except it's obviously much bigger. It's a great place to come and just spend the day. Look at all the people just getting out and enjoying a beautiful February in Colorado above Boulder. It's 59 degrees. Literally 3 days ago, I was drinking my morning coffee. It was -9 outside, and it had snowed a little bit, not much. 2 days in a row it snowed, and it was really, really cold. But yesterday and today, in the mid and upper 50s. It's a little windy today, a little overcast, but it is spectacular. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Hopefully we're providing some kind of enjoyment, and we'll keep this going. But remember, all right, everybody's waiting, I'm gonna go. That seems odd. All right, remember, be safe, have fun.